Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK Podcast number 157. My name is Mistletoe, and I'm here with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Atlas. Take it away, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, Mistletoe. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. And what a wonderful Friday it is. April 6th. Total vault accounts, my friend, officially 4,200 and growing. Sheesh. The growth that keeps happening here every single day is so visible. I mean, look at the screen, pull up the D app, or if you're an NFT holder, pull up the mobile application. You have it in your hands. We want to thank everyone in the community that is in the Legacy DAO that has downloaded the application to their mobile device for their great feedback. We've been working to pay attention to every request, and we're really just so thankful to every single one of you that have come back since yesterday. Officially, we released it with your opinions, with your request, any little bugs. They're being worked on, and from my understanding from the community, there's been a massive amount of work done to it, and it's looking and working and functioning very well. Maybe one or two things that are still not completely finalized, but we'll get there really quickly. So thank you for that. Liquidity on PancakeSwap, $868,123. IOC reserves holding steady, a little bit of growth in the past 24 hours, 463,296 BUSD. Spark price pool, 428.63 ARK, folks. And that's a street value of $2,451.76. Sheesh. It is on fire. Yesterday we had two winners, as we had one of our service providers for webhooks, Morales, is offline, and it seems they're going to be that way going forward. They're not going to be in business, so the team is working on our own API solutions and webhooks to handle the VFR, and we're going to be doing it manually today, as that is under construction. Watch the yellow tape, folks. We're going to do that manually at the end of the hour. So I'll have the team here in the background with me to make sure that gets done efficiently, and we'll find our 109th Spark Prize winner. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Brett Nordine so he can tell us the updates he has on his end. I know he's been working tirelessly today, as every day, primarily focused with the mobile application, with the feedback. How's it going, sir? Hope you're doing well.
It's going great. Yeah, and as Florida Realtor mentioned, we've been able to patch up a lot of the little bugs. There was just little things like alignments and text and where the fields were reporting and things like that. And I think a majority of those have been taken off the list. So Scripto King's been super responsive, and Alex as well. Alex is our superstar, obviously, on the front end. He's starting to work now on the DApp redesign. He gave me some glimpse on the live development page that he has. So that's next, guys. The PWA, we're obviously going to work through about a week of DAO testing. And thank you to all the DAO participants that have been helping out, providing feedback, and really been a nice process to be involved in. When we first launched, we couldn't reveal as much, and we had to do internal testing, which, you can't test every scenario. You can't test everybody's different, syndicates and wallet setups and how they interact and behave. And so having the DAO there is going to be an amazing asset to the project. We'll be able to work through bugs much, much quicker. And obviously when we release them to larger audiences, it's always more difficult to manage, the communication and things. So having that DAO channel is invaluable. And I think we're seeing that now. So if you're not part of the DAO, now's your chance to get your legacy NFT. Obviously those are paying very well every day. But you also get to be part of, a group here and part of the ownership protocol for the platform and the ecosystem, and also contribute in the way that they are with feedback, experience, expertise, and be on, the inside crowd when it comes to new products and releases and things like that. So yeah, I've been really happy. We didn't know how it was going to go. So the DAO is amazing, and we love having it. And from a development perspective, it's just a nice another part of the team. It's the 12th man, so to speak. So it's yeah. So thank you again to the DAO, and look for the DApp next. Alex will probably spend a couple weeks putting that together, and then that'll be our next release coming as far as the front end stuff goes. Obviously, the utilities in the back end, Atlas and I are still testing and working on contracts and the agreements that go along with those, but we're making a lot of progress in the last, I would say, 7 to 10 days. We've just had a lot of breakthroughs and making things that are going to be really unique and different, and I think exciting for the community, but also provide those revenue streams back to the protocol. So that's kind of
it is getting better and better.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it is, and that's so people have been asking about the roadmap too. Obviously, I've been busy on everything, but there have been some adjustments to the roadmap, improvements, I would say, and just hardening of the roadmap, so that we're very confident when we publish the roadmap that we'll be able to accomplish those items on there and the timelines that we present. So that's kind of why I've been holding it back a little bit, just because we've had some of these breakthroughs and things and new opportunities come to us in the last couple weeks that are going to make things even better. So yeah, that's kind of an update from me, and thanks again to the DAO, and PWA is looking great, and we're definitely on schedule to have that out in everybody's hands in less than a week or so.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, this week has been just fantastic. No doubts about it. A lot of those breakthroughs, and when you're putting these things together, folks, it's important to take the time to find the best solutions. And even when you think you've got it all figured out, if you dig a little deeper and you have the patience to see it through and understand that there's always the opportunity for something to be better, to have a better partner, to have better pricing, to be able to really bring back here to this community the best returns on our investments and have the most solid, reputable partnerships as we go out into the world with these utilities. It's definitely great to have that experience and to see it come together, and not just go in a hurry. There's always, I see, not just in crypto, but in business overall, the pressure to deliver. Sometimes people grab the first thing they see and they run with it. Like if they were in a relay race, sometimes they drop the baton, and that's quite unfortunate. So you got to stay focused. You got to keep your speed, but you want to make sure that you're giving yourself enough time to bring in the win and bring in the best partners, the best relationships, the best terms. And, we've had a couple last minute great, surprises where we've been able to have a, option A, a B, a C, and then a D shows up and you're like, wow, this is it. This is it. Aren't we glad, right? that we went through the due diligence process and we didn't rush things. I know I've had that happen sometimes when, I'll give you an example. I've wanted to purchase, say, a vehicle, and maybe it wasn't the exact color that I wanted. Maybe the price wasn't exactly what I wanted to spend, and I didn't go for it. And then just walked away, let go of the emotion, and maybe 2 weeks later, have exactly what I want, exactly the budget that I want, and then say, hey, wait, see how it pays to not just rush in and let the pressure, the emotions, wanting to just have that instant gratification happen. Sometimes you have to be diligent, and if it's not exactly what you want, have the patience. You'll get there. You'll make it happen. And we've been blessed. I think we'll be very, very, very successful with what we're doing. I think a lot of folks are going to be quite impressed as we're pushing the envelope bringing the latest technologies and opportunities here to the table. So it just gets better and better, my friends. Looking here for Coach Brad to start our all aboard. There you are, sir. Hope you're doing well. Calm, cool, collected. Ready for the Friday night all aboard, sir.
All aboard!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed.
All right. It is all yours. What do you got cooking for us?
Just give me a couple of minutes if you don't mind. Just need to get set up. I just walked through the door, but we've got a great session tonight. Mr. Fleming Arnott has written a new Medium article that I'll present.
Another article of epic proportions.
Oh, it really is. I mean, we've all seen he's a fantastic writer, but talk about having your light bulb moment. I mean, he is in love with ARK. He loves it for all the right reasons, of course.
Is he going to be here live, or are we going to just go through it ourselves?
No, he's not going to be with us tonight. I'm going to go through it.
No cameo appearance then.
Not tonight.
All right, while you get set up, sir, what I'll do, I'm going to see if we can open it up to the community. I know we have a lot of legacy NFT holders in the house, in the building, and I'd like to see if maybe any of them would like to share with us their first opinion, how the interface is functioning, how it looks. I know we teased and we've been showing to the community what's coming, and now it's finally here. The legacy NFT holders have it in their hand. And for the rest of the listeners, for the rest of the community that's here that do not have the access, they are not a legacy NFT holder, but they're looking forward to this amazing application, the game changer when it comes to the DeFi space. I'd love to hear some feedback from you folks. Go right ahead.
You are awesome.
What, sir?
I said you are awesome.
Don't think you. Have you used the mobile application yet, Mr. Flagship?
No, I haven't. No, I did. I seen the little thing. I didn't know we could use it. We can use it now.
You can use it, but don't abuse it. It's still in its infancy stages.
Okay.
But put it through the paces, my friend. Let's see if somebody here. I think Florida Realtor, you have some comments that you could share with us. You were talking about it before the recording. Maybe we can get you on here, sir. Tell us all about it, please.
Well, I mean, it's terrific. I mean, it's just exactly what imagine it to be. Everything's working great. There was a couple of flaws, a couple of things that wasn't showing up and lining up right. But, that was fixed quick, fast, in a hurry. And just enjoying it. The only thing, but I did check on that Atlas real quick. And when I scan the QR code, what pulls up is just my wallet address. That's it. That's I'm linked up with and connected with. That's all that pulls up. No Arkfi address, no nothing. It's just the wallet address. And but other than that, I mean, everything's working great. I mean, it's quick. The speed's fast. It's precision. It's clear. It's interactive. I did ask, this is a long way down the road, but it would be nice to have some sound effects. Would be kind of cool to it because everything's like moving and just kind of glowing and has its own type of glow to it. So it'd be nice to have a little background noise or some interaction with it on that end.
Hey, Atlas, I think you're muted. But thanks for that, Florida Realtor.
Yes, sir. Yeah. At Florida Realtor, does Alex know about that small issue that you brought up? Is that something that's on his list? Have you communicated that to him?
You mean as far as the QR code?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I did. I sent that to him, and so I'm sure they'll be working on that as well. And I did mention to him as well about be nice to maybe add some sound effects and stuff like that as well. But again, I mean but the overall opinion of it and just the user friendliness of it is just outstanding. I mean, to get it loaded was great, and the use of it is just terrific. It really is good stuff.
Yeah, let's get this crypto, baby. Oh, god damn.
Oh, yeah, let's get this crypto.
Fantastic. Crypto Putter, did you want to add to that?
Yeah, I will. I'm looking at it right now, and I think it's phenomenal. This is very user friendly. If somebody has an issue using this, okay. I was talking with Florida Realtor last night. As a matter of fact, we had a phone call about all this, and I had also mentioned to him about, hey, you having issues with the QR code, and so we took some screenshots, shared them back and forth on what was happening and so on, just to make sure it wasn't just my phone or what have you. And so I knew he had told Alex about it. I had also told Alex about it. But this thing's awesome. This is awesome. I mean, if you can't fall more in love with ARK and have this as a tool at your ready to onboard somebody or just to talk to somebody about it, show them, because a lot of people are still very skeptical about cryptocurrency, especially DeFi. Now you don't, instead of having it on a laptop or something, you got it right here on your phone. You can say, okay, well, this is what I'm making right now, and I don't have to do anything. I've already done it. So, I mean, to me, I think, if you wanted to add some sound effects, you can, but I think it's perfect, just the way it is. But, yeah, I mean, I never thought I'd be a part of something like this. This is amazing. That's all I got.
Hello. Can you guys hear me now? I don't know why I got muted real quick.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, right. He's here. What was the last thing I said?
Can you hear me now?
The money printer.
Yeah, I don't know why my mic went and muted itself. So yes, Crypto Putter, what would you think would be the reaction from the average Joe, the average Jane out there in the world? James at the water cooler who's always fumbling. Did you buy the dip? When he gets this revolutionary, app in his hands, like what?
It's funny that you mentioned that, because when I found out yesterday that this thing was up and running, I did everything I could to hurry up and get it uploaded and start checking it out, start playing with it. And before I left work, my coworker who's in the office next to me, I went up there and asked her, I said, you and your significant other, you guys ever do anything with crypto or anything like that? She says, no, not really, but my grandson is always bugging me about it. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, I want you to scan this and show your grandson this, and maybe he'll be able to, explain a little bit more to you and everything. But I couldn't get the QR code to work. But she's interested. I think anybody that can be open-minded and understand that, even if your money's in the bank, it's at a risk. This is no different, really. If they could be open-minded, this can really, in my opinion, for where I live, can really be an eye-opener. And as soon as everything gets settled with the QR code, like I had said before, I plan on getting, probably just maybe a 3x3, 4x4 inch magnet with a QR code and put it on my vehicle. And just go from there.
Because it's important when someone's used to, let's say, a Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase banking app, or Uber, Twitter, their TikTok. These applications have a common denominator. All of them do, which is it's a intuitive user interface where a grandmother can intuitively figure out, okay, account, transfer, balance, the main functions that people use on a daily basis are pretty well laid out, and the way that it responds, the way that it interacts, the speed of it amazed me personally. How fast this thing is it's impressive.
Yeah,
and I think. Go ahead.
I want to add one more thing onto this. So, I was just thinking about having a conversation with somebody who's, I'd just rather have my money in the bank, whatever the case is. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's say I've got $500 in ARK, and it's earning me 2% a day. I can come in here and show them, say, see the 7.24 ARK right now, multiply that by 5.71. That's what I've made today. How much have you made today? And I mean, there's your answer. So
I think it's more, how much have you lost today due to inflation?
Yeah.
How much is your bank charging you to hold your fiat while it sits there and decays? It's like, paying someone to hold your vegetables in a disconnected freezer that's just going to sit there and rot away. But just having it there, even though it's not keeping it cold for you, it is decaying every single moment of every single day.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more.
Heinous debacle, my friends. Is there anyone else out there who would like to tell us their comments on the mobile application? Coach Brad, sir, are you ready to unleash the all aboard for us tonight?
All aboard!
Yes, sir. Certainly am.
All right. We have a hard stop in exactly 17 minutes. Do you think that's enough time?
It is. It is indeed.
Fantastic. Well, if we do go over for any reason.
Minutes, is that the Z or do you have a meeting?
No, that's Spark.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yep, no problem. I'll get it done. I will get it done. All right.
Let's do all aboard.
All aboard!
Excuse me. Right, okay. I'm not sure if Mistletoe just talked about the sweet widget today, but in the light that we have 17 minutes, perhaps we'll do that after the Spark with the Wheel of the Toad. Today, for the All Aboard segment, we have Fleming Arnott. Anyone who isn't already familiar with him, he is a fantastic Medium writer. He writes for the Cryptozoa team. Very accomplished writer, has a great following. He has over 1,300 followers on Medium, which is fantastic. And as you can see, he is loving ARK. So every Friday is payday thanks to ARK. My current ARK-fi strategy means I get a payday every week. So let's go over this article. Right, so I now have nearly 800 ARK tokens in my vault. If I were to buy that many today, it would cost me almost $6,000. However, I only invested 300 initially back in November 2022. I got in one of the pre-sales and I'm so pleased that I did because I got 98 ARK initially, which means I got them for around $3 each. He was lucky enough to be in the pre-sale, which is fantastic. My vault balance has grown through a combination of referral rewards plus the compounding of 50% of my daily rewards. My NDV is still positive, so I'm on the 2% reward rate and earning nearly 16 ARK tokens every day now. And he puts a screenshot here of his available rewards and his principal balance. Yes, sir. Pay yourself first. ARK enforces a pay yourself first approach, which means you can't hyper compound like you could in most other DeFi projects that have come before, such as Drip and Furio. It's not about growing your vault balance as fast as possible. Excuse me. It's about sustainability. Taking rewards regularly and from the start reduces the burden on the ARK Vault to pay rewards to max wallets. It smooths out the inevitable exponential curve that most daily ROI dApps have to contend with eventually, meaning less strain on the system ultimately. He really gets it. My current strategy. ARK makes you pay attention to your claiming and withdrawing strategy. Excuse me, sorry. You have to keep your CWR within a certain range or you get penalized, resulting in you being unable to compound or even reducing your reward weight permanently. But don't worry. As long as you pay attention, you won't run into any problems. The ARK UI is a thing of beauty, in my opinion. It is really well designed to help you see exactly how your investment is progressing and what you need to do to maintain or optimize it. Everybody loves the UI. I've never heard anybody have any negative comments about a UI, and it's only going to get better. I'm currently allocating my daily rewards, 50% compound, 35% withdraw, and 15% airdrop. This means my CWR remains at a healthy rate and I'm able to withdraw 35% of my daily rewards and enjoy them, i.e. cash them out. How my total rewards for a week stack up. 15.73 ARK tokens per day times 7 days is 110 ARK a week. 35% of this is 38.5 ARK a week. I sell them every Friday for $5.71 each, which nets me around 172 a week after I've paid the 10% withdrawal tax and the 13% sell tax. $172 a week and climbing. And remember that, remember that he invested $300 and he's earning $172 a week. I mean, come on.
Bruh.
Bruh. Each week I earn more than the week before because I'm compounding 50% of my daily rewards, and the price of the ARK token is almost static at $5.71 thanks to the ILC, the Intelligent Liquidity Controller. By July, my weekly pay, i.e. how much he's taking out on each Friday, should be around $400 and continuing to climb because it gets more every single week due to the compound interest. You get the big picture, I hope. ARK is incredible. It has combined all the best parts of my favorite DeFi projects from the last 2 years into what I believe is a brilliantly designed protocol with real sustainability. Continued innovation. And the dev team just keeps on innovating and delivering. Preach, brother. They recently launched the PWA Progressive Web App, which is very similar to a native mobile app, and I'll be reviewing that in full very soon because this could genuinely open the floodgates to mass adoption. I've heard him talk about this a couple of times. You know, he gets it. He understands. You know, no DeFi project has ever released anything like the ARK app, the Arkfi app. Excitement. There is a whole lot of excitement around ARK right now, rightfully so. The core team are really on the ball with everything. They are truly engaged with their community, which is a huge factor in the success of the DeFi project. Couldn't agree with him more. There's a daily podcast with multiple opportunities to win great prizes, plus incredibly supportive Telegram and Discord groups. The community is never left to wonder what the dev team is working on. We get daily updates. This is the DeFi project you want to get into as soon as possible, my friends. Whoa, I'm just going to read that again. This is the DeFi project you want to get into as soon as possible, my friends. Read the white paper. I say this in every article I write about Arkfi, and I really mean it. The white paper is easy to understand and won't take you very long to read. It's absolutely worth a few minutes of your time to read it from beginning to end. Couldn't agree more as well. He links here to the white paper. Want to join me on the ARK? Excuse me. If you're considering investing and you'd like to join my syndicate, you're welcome to do so. We have a monthly prize draw and resources to help you plan your ARK strategy. You can join us either by visiting my DeFi New Starters Telegram below or following my quick start guide further down in this guide. This is a link to his Telegram group. 15% of my daily rewards are allocated to airdrops. This means I can create my own prize draws for my syndicate members. And this is fantastic to see. You know, he's doing great in ARK and he wants to give back, grow his syndicate, incentivize people to join his team. And you can see that he's doing a prize draw where he's giving away a total of 35 ARK to 3 winners. I'm not sure how he's going to go about that, but he's got 15 entrants already. Maybe get him on the podcast to talk about that one time. Final thoughts. ARK is currently my favorite DeFi project, and I think everybody can attest to that and agree. But this is huge to have somebody like Fleming who's built some real big teams and other projects, been in DeFi a long time, knows crypto like the back of his hand, flying the ARK flag the way he is. You know, this is his favorite DeFi project. When I first got into it, I wasn't convinced that I'd made a good decision, but the last 4 months have proven to me that it's a fantastic project with a fantastic team behind it and an excellent supportive community too. I believe it has the recipe and the ingredients for tremendous success. Can't wait to get started in Arkfi. I won't read this in full. This is just a start guide. I think this is a smart thing to do. He puts this on all of his Medium articles. It's just a step-by-step of how to get in, get your BNB for gas, get your BUSD, buy your minimum ARK, use his referral, join his team, and then you are in to the ARK. He's got here his disclaimer, which I think is very important for all content creators, because he is not a financial advisor, and it's good for people to know that. But I flew through that a little bit quickly, but I read it as excited as I did when I read it the first time. I love reading this stuff. I think it's very well written. You can see the passion and the excitement in his writing. You can see that it's written the way I've read it, with emphasis on the the things that he wants to say. So absolutely great to see him on board the ARK, promoting it, flying the flag. Huge endorsement from a fantastic investor. And he's got I always talk about these very, very important the tags you have on your Medium articles: cryptocurrency, passive income, decentralized finance, and ARK, all no-brainers in my opinion. And wealth, which is a great one as well, of course. And that is it. That is Arnott's most recent article. I think that takes him up to 6 ARK articles now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one mentions ARK in it as well. So 6 specific ARK Medium articles, and then has written into other articles about his investment portfolio at least 3 other times. But you can see ARK, elephant, future, Furio, ARK. Like it's clear what he wants to write about at the moment for all the right reasons. ARK's what's paying him. I'm not suggesting that any other DeFi projects are not worth investing in, but we don't talk about them here. But it's clear that ARK is what's paying. This is a guy who's built huge teams in other DeFi projects, been very successful in other DeFi projects, and all of his content at the moment is on ARK because it's paying him daily. He takes his weekly pay from that, and he's doing very, very well. He's ROI'd several times by this point, being in the pre-sale and building a team. Everything is just flying fantastic here at the ARK, and it's just great to see these endorsements from fantastic people like Fleming Arnott. And that is his Medium article for today.
Man, he is excited.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. He certainly is. Who couldn't be excited, Atlas? Who's in ARK that knows about ARK? Who couldn't be excited?
And so many folks are going to hear about it through the mobile application, through the utilities. There's going to be so many different ways for folks to end up here, right where you are, where everyone else is here, earning, growing, letting the ARK printers bring them the win during these hard times of inflation. It is not just about crypto, the bear market. This is all markets, Wall Street, all streets. We can hear them everywhere. Today in Paris, they went into the BlackRock, largest hedge fund in the planet, protesting right into their building. They had flares everywhere. I mean, people are freaking pissed off. And my friends, you don't have to get pissed. You just have to hedge yourself. Come on board the ARK. Have the fastest ROI in the space. I mean, what is it, Coach Brad? How do you call it? How do you say it?
It's a no-brainer, sir.
It's that simple. It's that easy. The mobile application is there to simplify the whole process. The fiat onboarding, get your credit card out, purchase your ARK, get in the game. It's that easy, folks. Cash out. There's so many options that we're going to have for the cash outs. There's so many things that are coming here that besides being a no-brainer, it's going to be a fun experience, a quality experience, something that you can have confidence in, that you can feel comfortable going to a neighbor or James at a water cooler. Hey, James, get off the table, take off the moon boots and, the helmet. You always think you're going to the moon. You're always buying the dip. And we always hear you time and time and time again, my friend. You gotta let that go. That chart washing, that FOMO pump buying behavior that just keeps getting you wrecked. I mean, ARK is rehab for degens, my friends. I don't know if you've been around the groups, but that's what I'm hearing. It's rehab for degens. It's the safe play. Right? It's the little base hit that gets you onto first and second and third. Play it safe. It's not an overnight home run, my friend. It's not a get rich quick. It takes time, but we'll get there as we continue to grow. Thank you for the all aboard, sir. Great job.
Aboard!
Fleming. I mean, I'm a Fleming fanboy. There's no doubt about it. This man, he knows how to deliver a message, how to convey it, and show the facts. This isn't hype. ARK does not do hype, friends. This is organic growth through analysis, not paralysis. Let's get this crypto. Sheesh. Well, we're outside tonight.
Let's get this crypto, baby.
Oh, God damn. Oh, yeah. Let's get this crypto.
And we're here every single day, folks, to receive with open arms. We've got the concierge white glove treatment. We got the red carpet to receive the masses. 5-star resort service. You want to play golf? Yeah, we can. You could join the ARK Masters Tour if that's what you want to do. Whichever way you want to invest, we're here to answer your questions. Whether you are an Uber driver, a market, an analyst, an expert, a grandmother, somebody who's just trying to make it in this world. We're here for you. Mr. Z, how are you today, sir?
Hey, Atlas. Hey, Brad. Pretty good day at the ARK. How we doing? We good?
Fantastic. I'm going to let you take it over for the DeFi sessions as we're manually going to release the Spark tonight. So I'm going to be working in the back with the boys to release it as Morales Webhooks is out of business. So we're doing our own APIs. And as that's going, we're going to do it today manually. So I'll be here, but at the same time, I'll be over there with the great developers in the back room to ensure that we get this put out. So I'll be checking back with you in a couple of minutes, folks. Take it away to the DeFi sessions here with our very own DeFi expert, Mr. Z.
Let's go. I want to give a kudos out to everybody that joined the airdrop session. We will be trying to target doing all our tasks like an hour before the podcast starts. It'll be like a warm up act, and we can do stuff. So today we covered ZK Sync. So thank you for all the folks that joined, and I hope we didn't go too heavy in it. Like we were basically just explaining the sort of proceedings we want to take this towards, and how the benefits of doing these test nets, because it will in the near future really benefit us at ARK when we do our layer 1 stuff. We want folks already to be trained, and if we are earning those free tokens, then we can have a 6-figure airdrop next year. So we were covering ZK Sync a little bit, and a few of you did DM me, and I was able to help some of you to fix up the chain list to get the RPCs going for ZK Sync. So a few of you are there. We want to do this thing every day, an hour before the podcast. So for people that missed it out, there is a document in ZK Sync. We covered ZK Sync. So if you go into the ZK Sync tab in Airdrop Army, you will find that a crypto Colin has put up a ZK Sync airdrop content with step-by-step things like where do we it covers everything step by step, from like how do we add the network, how do we put in how do we interact with the different sort of swaps like Sync Swap, how do we mint an NFT on Mint Square. All these sort of freemium things are here step by step, and we'll do this every week. We'll cover hopefully 2 mainnets. We wanted to cover Sui Network as well, but they're having some hiccups on their side of testnet. So hopefully we cover that next week. So that's the first thing. And yeah, more of you can join. Just ask for the airdrop role in Discord, and we'll provide that and learn where the latest layer 1s and layer 2s are going. And the more we do these testnet stuff, the more we grow alongside that and knowledge, and also in income. So that's the airdrop thing, and I want to make sure that our DeFi sessions, we do cover a couple of minutes on airdrops and tasks that we did. So that's the first thing. Now in the news today, if we go to the DeFi links, we will see that I've posted a few different things. The first thing I want to talk about is OpenSea. As we know, in the last 5 to 6 months, OpenSea has had some competition. OpenSea for the past couple of years was the place to be for you can say ERC20 or ERC1155 NFTs, right? It was the place to be, and that's where your Bored Apes, your CryptoPunks, and everybody was looking for liquidity and looking for a floor price. But what people didn't like about OpenSea back then was the gas fee that was being charged. Sometimes at a really you can say busy time, it would cost people upwards of $300 to $500 to $600 a mint, and since then we've had you can say Rari coming out. We've seen Magic Eden come out on Solana's ecosystem, and then OpenSea was dealt with competition, so they had to start doing things on different mainnets, and we had mainnets on you can say Solana introduced. We had mainnets on Polygon introduced on OpenSea, but till this day, people complain about OpenSea's transaction fee. So today, OpenSea did something really interesting to keep up with Blur and these mainnets. So they pointed out OpenSea launches new polished zero-fee NFT aggregator, which basically means that you can mint these NFTs free of cost. Basically, there's no extra curricular cost to pay. So I'm going to read a little bit more here. So it reads out, according to the official announcement, OpenSea Pro will enable users to benefit from a new level of optionality, selection, and control for pro collectors. The company said that the polished marketplace will roll out a vastly improved suite of features that will let collectors discover the best deals and insights across 170 different marketplaces. Collectors will also be able to tap sophisticated tools that meet their needs for automation. In addition, live cross-marketplace data and advanced pro versions also boast powerful inventory management, instant sales, most optimized gas fee. So we talked about gas fee a little bit. Other new features such as watch list, live mint overview, batch transfers have also been incorporated. So this is what they had to say. What was their quote to talk about this update? They wrote, "We built OpenSea to serve a range of users, superfans, avid collectors, and crypto noobs alike. OpenSea Pro, on the other hand, exists primarily to serve the power user community, who represent an important part of today's ecosystem." So yeah, OpenSea has had to really up their game in the past 6 months. They've had to bring in the new zero fee policy on Mint. They've had to like give people a watch list feature, and this was all because of Blur. I mean, people would think it's Magic Eden and sort of these other marketplaces that pushed OpenSea. No, it was Blur. Blur like took a bunch of their market share. I think 25% of their market share within the first week. So OpenSea has enjoyed the position as leading NFT marketplace for both creators and traders since the boom in 2021. But the emergence of new rivals, Blur, challenged OpenSea's dominance and forced the company to stir up new features to retain its historical supremacy. So yeah, OpenSea, I think Blur were charging zero gas fee to begin the mint. And that took a bunch of, you can say, I think Bored Apes and a few big projects like Azuki also moved on to Blur in the past couple of months. So yeah, OpenSea has to keep up with the challenges that competition brings. So for a couple of years, OpenSea was the place. Now they have threats. So you will see, and competition is a good thing. Like I think as at ARK, we welcome other protocols coming into the field. So you, the user base, has more choice. So it's the same thing with NFT marketplaces, with launchpads and stuff. You would want more competition, which gives more choice, and more choice means more users come up and live and learn different interoperabilities between the mainnets. So that's the update on OpenSea. Let's carry on. Give me 1 second. The next thing I want to cover is Arbitrum. Because Arbitrum is seeing a consistent price of $1.33. So if we check out the ARB token, ARB USD, right? So currently it's trading at $1.99. And what we can see is Arbitrum is holding a really good price, right? It's between, you can say, it launched at $1.40. But since the sort of, I would say, airdrops and the pre-sellers sold their tokens, we're seeing a consistent price at $1.20, and that's even after all the selling pressure that is going through on a daily basis. So why is that happening? I think it's important we all understand the data a little bit. So for Arbitrum whales buying ARB tokens continually, what's happening is every time we've seen a dip on Arbitrum, I can take this into a sort of 15-minute section. Every time we've seen a dip, we've seen that dip being bought, right? And what the analytics show is each dip that basically happens on Arbitrum gets bought by one of these four whales. So let's read a little bit here. So after much pompous launch of the long-awaited Arbitrum, ARB rumors and sell-off dominated the ecosystem due to a conflict between token holders and Arbitrum Foundation. The popular blockchain tracking platform Look On Chain has identified four whales continually buying ARB tokens despite the ongoing drama. So Mechanism Capital, Andrew Kang is one of the four whales, according to the analyst, who bought an additional 1.5 million ARB at $1.23, with nearly 1.85 million of the USDC circulating. Kang spent a total of 2.85 million in stablecoins to buy 2.3 million of ARB with an average price of $1.24. So yeah, that is, like what's happening. This is what happens in the back end. This is why we have the stable prices that we do. The smart money is buying up ARB. But yeah, I hope that that sort of clears up a lot of things with OpenSea, with airdrops, and also with Arbitrum. So I'm going to finish it here. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you for the alpha there, Mr. Z. And we're going to go ahead and share the screen and show who the winner of the Spark is today. And folks, you're seeing it here. The Spark Prize winner, their wallet ends in 455D. And they're the winner of 446.71 ARK. They are a first-time winner. And while you were speaking there, I also was able to check, and they were actually a pre-sale investor. Talk about getting in an amazing time in ARK. It's always a great time, but it's great to see these folks get that huge, massive win. Congratulations. Sheesh. They are officially in Nitro mode. And as a first-time winner, we always play the first-time winner jingle. Turn down the volume. It is a bit loud, but it is so fun.
Let's get this crypto, baby.
Oh, God damn. Oh, yeah. Let's get this crypto.
Let's go. Was it anyone in here that won the Spark tonight? Just curious, or maybe somebody in your syndicate. If you check your syndicate viewer, your uplines, your downlines, do let us know. If the investor wants to be announced, you can always remain anonymous. Well, folks, we're going to conclude tonight's podcast in the interest of staying within that 1 hour time frame. We used to do 3-4 hours here. I mean, we're so passionate about ARK, everything that's happening in crypto, what's happening in the world, inflation. I mean, we can go on and on for hours on hours. However, we understand that the folks that are not able to be here present live on the podcast, it is not really easy to go through a 3-4 hour podcast. So we're going to include that. We're going to stay here for some Q&A as we do every single day. Thank you, everyone, for being here on this fantastic Friday. We're seeing the growth happen. 4,200 ARK Vault accounts, ILC 462,555 BUSD, a fantastic 446.71 ARK Spark giveaway. And actually, we did forget, let's do the mistletoe spin the wheel. We don't want to leave without giving away more.
Stop, yeah.
Mistletoe. Let's go ahead and do that before we go to the Q&A and conclude the podcast. Sorry. All right, sir. On the count of 3, how many do we have for today?
Is that 82? Or
no, 62. One day, soon we'll be at 82. But for anyone that don't know what is going on, this is our sweep widget. We have it every day. There'll be another new sweep widget link posted here right after the pod. Takes only about 2 to 3 minutes to get in there. Like and comment on YouTube videos, clap up the Medium articles, and tomorrow you can have your name on this lovely list. I am ready when you are, Alice.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, so
I
close
thought
to
he was
Arnott. I thought it was going to be Fleming. That would have been nice for the day we presented his article. But sorry, Mr. Todd, go ahead.
No, you're good. Congratulations, Felipe. You've won $50 worth of BUSD. Let's go.
Congratulations, Felipe.
And thanks to everyone that participated. Didn't win today. Look, tomorrow you can do it again. The day after. Every time you do this, it takes a couple of minutes of your day. You're promoting ARK. You're letting the algorithms know over on YouTube, Medium, Twitter, what's happening here. And there's just going to be so many more folks that are going to see this amazing content. This article today from Mr. Fleming was just absolutely a banger. I think that's how Coach Press says it. Or good friends from Australia, the Ripper. The Ripper. Great stuff happening, folks. So we're going to be back tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. We're going to do another. Wait, I think I said today's Thursday still. Man, time's flying past so fast. I thought today was Friday. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, Friday. So folks, thank you so much. And for those listening, we hope you found the podcast educational as well as entertaining. And the folks are here. Please do hang out in our Q&A after we conclude the podcast. Thank you so much.